Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bruins offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Bruins are on the move.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Man, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays to gain.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Setting up the screen. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bruins. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense. Get the passing touchdown and get this party started right.
He'll bring it out. It's Woodside. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a
nice hit,
Master. 13th time he's done that this year. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back.
Give him a better ball.
Finds a tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Here comes the offense on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Good ball.
He's got it.
And we're going to call his name a lot today, because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week, because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, UCLA.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll bring it out. It's Woodside. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
Right here.
Got it in the middle. It's Evanson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Tyrant's going to be open.
Catch in the middle. It's Buchanan. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Backup safety, man.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's going to be quiet here after this.
Back to pass on second down.
Oh, he's out there.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Browning. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets open down the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field, and they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Got his man down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear.
I'm throwing the fade.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Evanson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. Runs through a tackle. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. And they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
To the air on 2nd down.
Catch it.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Come on, bro.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
Look at that.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to look downfield again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Running that cover 3.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. And I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone.
Come on, you got to catch
And
that.
good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass.
Go be in the back of the head.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. He's in open space downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Creates a little room. It's a running room. Can't quite cross the plane to get to 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I am finding more ways to get this guy the football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100-yard mark now.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Dead center perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quickly complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Under fire.
Always open.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to attack, just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, UCLA!
I got him 3 touchdowns. 30 yards.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Evanson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Badgers in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football.
Lane, I saw y'all trying to hit you.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Unloads it downfield.
My boys right here balling.
Job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Got you having a hell of a game.
From the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Fires into the end zone.
What kind of throw was that, man? You had him right there.
Wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass.
Touchdown, Bruins! Fitted in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
35, Wisconsin, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Oh, you almost scored. All right, we're going to change. We're going to put Swain at punt return, kick return. Do like Winston. Let's see what Swain got, man. A chance to beat a Heisman.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Good job, defense.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Browning. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got it behind the line. It's Browning. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. We got to keep it going.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Badgers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He's got the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Winston. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time on target. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to touchdown UCLA. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Wisconsin, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, 1st downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grab near the marker is Evanson. Turning it on! Touchdown, Badger! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Wisconsin.
And here's the return. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up?
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Browning. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Badgers are marching down the field. quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here comes the heat. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Winston. Nice move there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got him. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding.
Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend. Lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up. With good field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
UCLA.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Complete on the comeback. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down, finding an escape route. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. To the air, it's Vick. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 2nd down coming up. On the move, it's Winston. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.